Welcome to Manifest Beyond Limits, the podcast that helps you break free from fear and self-doubt so you can create a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. I'm your host, Anaja, manifestation coach, speaker, and believer in limitless possibility. Each week, we'll dive into the mindset shifts, energetic principles, and manifestation tools that help you step into your power and design a reality that truly lights you up. Because here, we believe there are no limits, and anything is possible. You ready? Let's manifest beyond limits. Welcome back to the Manifest Beyond Limits podcast. So today we are continuing the Universal Law series with the law of gender. And now, before we get into anything, this is not about male versus female. It's about energy. And we all carry both masculine and feminine energy within us, regardless of our gender. And so this law teaches us that both are necessary. So it's not one over the other. It is not one being better than the other, but it's a balance between the two. So the law of gender says that everything has both masculine and feminine energy. So masculine energy is often associated with things like structure, action, logic, discipline, direction, and doing. And feminine energy is often associated with creativity, intuition, flow, receiving, emotion, and being. But both are essential. So a lot of people are operating out of an imbalance between the two energies without even realizing it. So some people are in this overactive masculine energy where they are constantly doing, always pushing, forcing outcomes, struggling to rest, and feeling burned out. And then on the other hand, others may be leaning too heavily into their feminine energy. So they're always coming up with new ideas, but they're waiting for clarity, avoiding action, and feeling stuck or ungrounded. And neither extreme is sustainable long-term. So when your masculine energy is in balance, it can feel like pressure, burnout, control, frustration, and constant urgency. And when your feminine energy is out of balance, it can feel like confusion, lack of direction, overthinking, avoidance, and feeling disconnected. And so both of these imbalances can lead you to feel stuck, but for very different reasons. So when it comes to manifestation and achieving anything in life, it requires both energies. So the masculine energy is the action, planning, executing, and following through. And your feminine energy is the alignment, trust, intuition, receiving, and believing. And so if you only take action without alignment, then you'll burn out. But if you only align without action, then nothing changes. So balance doesn't mean 50-50 all the time. It means knowing what you need in that moment. So if you feel overwhelmed and stressed and burned out, then you may need more feminine energy. Rest, stillness, slowing down, and trusting. And if you feel stuck or unmotivated, you may need more masculine energy, structure, movement, clear decisions, and action. And so that balance is based on where you are. So ways that you can apply this is to ask yourself, do I need to do more right now or just be more? Do I need structure or space? Do I need action or trust? So when you are creating plans, that is masculine. But following your intuition is feminine. When you are setting goals, that is masculine. But allowing things to unfold is feminine. And when you are moving forward, that's masculine. But receiving and integrating is feminine. So the goal isn't to become fully masculine or fully feminine. It's to understand both and learn how to move between them. Because success doesn't come from force, and it also doesn't come from waiting. It comes from balance. So if you've been feeling stuck, burnout, or disconnected, it may not be that you're doing something wrong, just that you're out of balance. And when you come back into balance, then things can begin to flow again. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Manifest Beyond Limits. I hope you're leaving feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to take aligned action toward your next level. If this episode spoke to your heart, it would mean the world if you shared it with someone who needs to hear it, or left a quick review to help more beautiful souls find this space. And if you'd like to stay connected, you can find me on Instagram at Manifest Beyond Limits, or visit manifestbeyondlimits.com to dive deeper into my world. And remember, you are powerful, you are supported, and there are no limits to what you can create. With that being said, go out there and manifest a life that's truly beyond limits.